Walk through any Malaysian night market, and you are immediately hit with the energy. The sizzling wok, the massive crowds, and the high volume of fresh food being prepped and served constantly. This diagram compares a bacterial colony to that exact food stall environment. Malaysia's hot, humid climate acts as a hyper-accelerator. High temperatures significantly increase the speed at which pathogens multiply on raw ingredients. Pathogens like Salmonella and Vibrio cholerae thrive in these conditions. It takes only a microscopic, invisible amount of these microbes to trigger severe illnesses, like typhoid fever or cholera. As the imagery shows, the danger is entirely microscopic. Because the margin of error is invisible to the naked eye, a single handler can cross-contaminate an entire food display without ever realizing a mistake was made. Surmounting this environmental hazard requires an uncompromising, defensive daily routine. Our personal hygiene practices provide the physical barriers necessary to protect our health and public spaces. At a bustling pasar malam, the sheer volume of patrons means the Ministry of Health must enforce strict hygiene mandates to prevent massive outbreaks. Long or polished nails trap bacterial colonies and create a physical hazard of polish chipping into fresh dough. Keeping them short removes this vector. Rings and watches create moist microenvironments where bacteria breed. Removing jewelry prevents items from falling into shared cooking pots. In high-temperature kitchens, sweat-absorbent headbands and clean cotton uniforms prevent perspiration and stray hair from dropping into open woks, keeping biological contaminants out of the food. Beyond physical gear, Malaysia mandates an internal defense. All food handlers must receive typhoid vaccinations, providing a definitive legal barrier against fecal-oral disease transmission. When combined with municipal sanitation and vaccinations, these physical barriers provide a final, critical layer of defense against localized disease clusters. The most effective intervention in this defense is the wash basin. Hand washing breaks the chain of infection through a specific chemical and mechanical process. This diagram shows soap's specialized molecules, called surfactants. They wedge into and break apart the protective lipid envelopes of viruses, neutralizing them. Then, physical friction from rubbing hands together acts as an abrasive, lifting microbes out of the microscopic ridges of the skin. Finally, rinsing under running water performs a mechanical removal, permanently flushing those shattered pathogens away. Hand washing is a deliberate chemical and physical destruction of pathogens. It is the most reliable way to stop transmission dead in its tracks. These same biological threats follow us into high-density modern workplaces. In corporate towers, respiratory viruses spread via high-touch surfaces like elevator buttons, causing office-wide flu clusters. In childcare centers, hand, foot, and mouth disease spreads through shared toys, requiring rigorous hygiene. In manufacturing plants, strict hand-washing protocols prevent gastrointestinal viruses from causing severe operational downtime. Effective hygiene also includes knowing when to stay home. Excluding oneself from the workplace when experiencing fever or vomiting prevents massive poisoning outbreaks at shared cafeterias and bazaars. In these dense environments, individual hygiene protocols directly shield organizational productivity by reducing the total number of sick days. This framework shows why hygiene is a high-stakes issue in Malaysia. Public health operates at the intersection of climate, culture, and economy. Communal dining traditions require an unbreakable foundation of Protecting this trust safeguards economic hubs, ensuring street food and manufacturing thrive without interruption. By mastering the chemistry of clean and adapting to our specific environment, we reduce the total viral load in our communities. Personal hygiene transforms invisible biological threats into a safer environment for everyone.